Okay, so here we are inside Shopify, and this is what you want to see here, probably the figure, the £293,000. This is from last year. I know we're a couple of months into 2021 already, but I wanted to show you this during that crazy year of the pandemic, although I'm sure this is set to go on a little bit more into 2021. I'll just refresh the page so that you can see this is my back end office of Shopify. It's not just a screenshot. There's the big figure, and if I show you some other random months in there as well, let's go through to, let's show you November 2020. So here's all of November. So a lot of Christmas shoppers in here. So you can see 53k there in November. Let me show you, let's go back to right in the pandemic. Let's go back to like July 2020. You can see there 37k that month. So this is a good successful store within Shopify, dropshipping, and this was all done through the pandemic in one country, just in the UK. Okay, so what is this video all about? Well, this is obviously about Shopify, and it's obviously about e-commerce, and it's to show you that you can run a successful store even if you're in the middle of a pandemic. So those figures that I was showing you there, as you can see, those are right in the middle of the pandemic. Even if I go to another month here, let's take a look at August. So there you go, another 28,000 in that month. And this was done mainly on Facebook, with Facebook marketing. There are lots of kind of impulse buys in this store. So people are on Facebook because they want to socialize and have fun. So you've got to interrupt that pattern. And this was using products that were right in that price range, so that they were cheap enough for people to just impulse buy, but also the price range was high enough that you can make a good profit from these as well, as you can see. I'll hopefully try and give you some more tips through this video as well. So another reason why I'm making this is that I do coach people, so this is good for my students to see, and hopefully this is going to help people, help them save some time, save some money, show people that it is worthwhile doing this and running these e-commerce businesses. For myself as well, this is a nice way for me to diversify what I do, so I'm not just doing the same thing. I don't coach loads of people. I do not want to be tied to the computer, coaching people 10 hours a day. But I do want to pay this forward. That's the PIF, by the way, pay it forward. So that's just more a reminder for me than it is for you, I guess. So who's this for? All right, so this is for anyone that wants to start some kind of like online business, whether that be e-commerce and dropshipping or whatever. So people looking into the Shopify platform. I have also done, which I'll show you in another video, I have also sold digital products with the Shopify platform and through Facebook marketing, and not many people do that. So I'll do a video on that and show you exactly what I'm doing with that. This also might be for people that have already started, but might just be looking to, they just want that little bit extra help, maybe to move things forward, maybe just to get a little bit more profit or success. And maybe this is going to help some people who just want to scale things up a little bit as well. So the results, I've already shown you some of those results. That's the kind of thumbnail that's on this video, the 293k. So over £250,000 there, from one store in just one country during the pandemic. So I could have possibly scaled that particular store worldwide to several other countries, but I didn't during the pandemic. Kept things kind of like just running smoothly with that one website during the pandemic. So if I just take you back, some areas of this are blurred out, obviously, to protect some of my personal details and some of the products that I still sell. If I just run you into the Q4, just to show you some stuff as well, you can see how sales really picked up in Q4. So here we go, hang on, Q4, let's get to it. So October, you can see we went from, what did we go from? 28k to 39k. If we then go forward to November, so the Christmas shopping really hit here. So we jumped to 53k there. Now in December I actually tailed back a little bit because I want products to get to people. So I'm not going to be selling products to people on the 23rd or 24th of December and stuff. So there you go, 29. You can see just through December there how the sales just began to decline as I pulled back on the adverts and stuff. If you look down here, I mean, you can see average order value £18, over a 3% conversion rate. That's pretty good. What else can we see that's important for you guys? I mean, you can see actually there's most of the store sessions are obviously from the UK. People did hit this from other parts of the world, but I had like very, very, very few sales from other parts of the world because, like I say, I wasn't actively promoting it in anywhere other than outside the UK. If you are outside the UK, you can take this method. Absolutely, of course, you can take this to any country in the world, and it absolutely works. So let me just move forward a little bit here. So with this store and with some of the stuff that I've been doing, of course, drop shipping. I've also done print on demand as well, using a Shopify store. Print on demand using services that printed for me. I also printed some of my own stuff as well. I'll do another video on that so you can see what was happening. Ebooks, as I mentioned before, some digital products. With all the stores, I used email marketing to follow up with people that already purchased. Of course, social media marketing, mainly through Facebook. I also used native ads on one store, and I've got a video coming out explaining how I used that. And actually there was a large period of one store where I only used native ads to promote an e-commerce product, and it was very, very good. The traffic is huge and profitable too. What I've done with all of these is, I mean, it is as simple as you have a product, you drive traffic to that product, and you drive the right traffic to the right product, and you can make profit. It's a really, really simple, straightforward method, but it's not always easy. There are pitfalls, there are challenges and traps, if you like, that can make this that little bit harder, that little bit more difficult. Okay, before I move on any further, let me just show you here. I've picked out one ad set. I've picked out a good ad set, right? This is from the store that did the over $250,000 during that pandemic. You can see the date here. I chose October. It was just the start of Q4. You can see here this one ad set. This ad set was spending $15 a day. So you can see here the results, 75 purchases. This is just through October, and this is on $15 a day. Cost per result, so $8.26 per result. If you remember, the average order was about £18, which I guess is like about $24, $25. I spent $619. This is just on this one ad set, sorry. I spent $619 there, you can see, through October. And that resulted in, if we go through here, like I say, 75 purchases, $1,817 in sales. That gave me a ROAS. I don't know if you can see that there. That gave me a ROAS of hang on, there we go. I can't do it. That gave me a ROAS of, I'll leave it, of 2.94, right, which is really, really good. And I was running lots of campaigns, or several campaigns and several ad sets for that store. So just so you can see some of the ads there, it did come from Facebook, and it was nicely profitable. So a tip then, just to give you like a takeaway, if you like. So one of the things that you might be able to see here, if this is unblurred, you see the ad set name here is online shopping, right? So one of the things that I did was actually have zero targeting. Obviously this is once the pixel had got plenty of data behind it, but it was just like no targeting, or just targeting online shoppers. That meant that I had a big audience to go at. The pixel was well trained, so it would find people that were my ideal customer, of course, the old Facebook pixel. But that's one top tip. Sometimes you can go very, very broad and get some excellent results. I wasn't making the ads work too hard to find specific interest and specific people. It was blasting those ads out to a big, nice, wide audience. So that actually kept some of the costs down. And as you can see, the ROAS was very, very good for that particular ad set. So let me just show you. So you've seen some of the store, and where do you go from here, right? So first of all, I'll be having some more videos coming out. Actually, you can see on this screenshot here, there's the big store, the today's big store, if you like, the 250,000. There's another store here, just over 200k. This is the native store. You can see this kind of spike in the middle where I brought native in, and then this is where I moved some of the products to a different store. So that's something in itself. But here, this big spike is native. So I will be doing a video on that. This one here, you can see, is when I was just playing around with print on demand. You can again see when I kind of closed that and move some things onto another store. But that one did there just 16,000 in a couple of months, space, a couple of months time, I think there. This can be, it is fairly easy for you to fall into quite painful traps. People do unfortunately spend too much on ads in the early days, go into debt, and they fail. If you are doing this by yourself, you're going to hit bumps in the road, definitely. And I'm sure you can work these things out yourself if you keep going. But if you can avoid that by gaining some help, getting a coach. There are good courses out there. There are some bad courses as well. But certainly if you've got that coach to guide you through, it's a big help, because it's very handy to have someone go, look, don't do this. I've done that. I've tried it. It doesn't quite work. Or someone that's there to go, you're going exactly down the road you need to go down. Just keep going. That can save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle. If you do want results similar to what I've shown you in the video today, I think you could, with a coach. I do coach people, so I'll put my email address in the description of this video. I do not know if I will have spaces when I eventually put this video out, but it's worth getting in touch and seeing whether I have got space to coach some people, and if I do, fantastic. We'll sort that out. One of the brilliant things about learning this and learning about e-commerce, learning about Facebook marketing or maybe native marketing, is you're building a lifelong skill. It's something that you don't just have to stick or apply to dropshipping. There's so many other things that you can do online when you've got this skill, and when you take that skill wherever you want to. Of course, having a coach means you avoid so much loss of time, loss of money, and that you don't have those great weeks and months or years of frustration if you've got someone to lead you forward that bit more. So it is completely possible to go from that feeling of just nothing working through to getting huge success and making some good income online. So go ahead, I think make sure you subscribe. I'll have some more videos coming out on some other methods, and I'll go into a little bit more detail with how I structured some of the ads and how I built some of the sites and things like that. If you want to hit me up on the email in the description and see whether some coaching is available, that'll be great. I look forward to hearing from you. So yes, so like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and watch out for the next video.